I'm going to go to a cenote and try out my new snorkeling gear. So first I gotta pack everything up. Me and Amber went to a dive shop yesterday and I was able to pick up some really cool gear. So first I got a fully dry snorkel. It has a valve here that prevents water from coming in from the top. And the next thing we have is a just basic J-tube snorkel. This one is more for the free diving. I told them that I like to dive down underwater, so this one will actually fill with water, but it's very minimal and lightweight. Next we have my flippers, my little finsies. These will help me glide around in the water. I don't need this today because I'm diving on a cenote, but this is a little diver safety buoy that I tie around my waist, and it'll follow me around and float on the water and basically alert boats that there's a diver below. For the flippers, there's just some little socks that help them fit nice and snug. And then lastly, the most importantly, this thing is super nice. It still has the stickers on it. Woo! My car should be here any minute, and we're gonna go hit the snork zone. I'm gonna try a cenote for the first time. I called a taxi using InDrive and it was about 275 pesos or $15 USD. I finally made it to the cenote after about 20 minutes and I was able to pay the locals price, which is 200 pesos or about $10 USD, since me and Amber recently got our temporary residency visas. I asked them if there were a lot of people here today and they said it was very tranquilo, meaning that there's not very many people here, so I'm excited. Also, they only spoke Spanish, which was dope because I got to practice a little bit. This was my first time seeing a cenote and man, these things are gorgeous. This place is called Cenote Cristalino and I can see why. The water is crystal clear. Absolutely breathtaking. There's multiple areas you can swim in and all of them have these little ladders that you can use to easily access. I put on my new gear and decided to jump in. Immediately you can see how clear the water is and how there's just fish everywhere. If I could think of one way to describe it, I would say it's like being inside of a fish tank. There's these huge rock formations underwater. If you sit on the side and put your feet in, these little fish will come up and just eat the dead skin off your feet, which feels really weird, honestly. Of course, I noticed there was a little cave, so I had to go dive around in there, and this was a surreal experience. The video doesn't capture just how deep and clear this water is, but you can just look so far down. The cenote features a little cliff diving area, so I had to jump in and try that before swimming around a little bit more and wrapping it up for the day. I was supposed to go and take my Spanish lessons, but I canceled so I could stay longer. I just didn't want to leave. We've only been in Mexico for 30 days now, but I have a newfound love of snorkeling and diving, and I'm so glad that I get to explore that while I'm here. Overall, I give this experience a 10 out of 10. Highly recommend.